Our Home and Security Editor, Mark White, who's in Dover. Mark, just explain to us the implications and the seriousness of what happened over the weekend.
Well, the incident that unfolded here on Sunday morning really just adds to the growing crisis surrounding those who are coming across on small boats, where to accommodate them and how to deal with what is a problem that the government has been grappling with now for years, and it's a problem that is only growing. As you mentioned, it was 20 past 11 this morning that this Seat white vehicle pulled up at the front of the processing centre here at Dover. There were hundreds of channel migrants in that processing centre at that time, because just the day before, 990 people had crossed the channel, and on Sunday again hundreds more were crossing the channel and arriving at the processing centre. A Reuters photographer saw the man inside that car lobbing out what were incendiary devices, makeshift improvised explosive devices, canisters full of flammable liquid with lit fireworks attached to them. That caused a blaze at the facility itself. A couple of people within the facility were slightly injured. Then after that, we're told, according to this Reuters photographer again, who witnessed the unfolding events and was really quite shaken by it, that man drove to a nearby filling station a few hundred metres from here and then took his own life. The exact circumstances surrounding that are being investigated now by Kent Police. They have not yet described this attack in terms of the motive. They are not treating it, they say, as a terrorist attack. Certainly at this stage, they say they are keeping an open mind.
Mark, Robert Jenrick went to Manston and he tweeted to say, I went to Manston to thank Home Office teams who continue to process migrants securely in challenging conditions. You had your exclusive report on Saturday where you talked to a whistleblower at Manston. I mean, they're not just challenging conditions, are they? I mean, this is really unsustainable.
Yes, because the Manston facility, like the processing centre here at Dover Harbour, was set up really just to do just that, process them for no more than 24 hours, where their fingerprints, other biometric details would be taken. They would then be briefly interviewed and put into interim accommodation. We know, of course, that involves the use of many thousands of hotel rooms in towns and cities right across the country. After the hotel accommodation, they're then put into longer term accommodation, usually council houses or other rented accommodation. Manston, as you say, really quite intolerable situation there. The people that are being housed in Manston sleeping on cardboard on the floors of marquees because there is nowhere else to put them. And to add to that, of course, some 700 people who were at this processing centre in Dover were then sent to Manston because of the events that unfolded here yesterday, just adding to the problem. Now, this processing facility at Manston was only ever supposed to deal with about 1,000, maximum 1,500 at a time, but now we're told that about 4,000 people are there at Manston.